As Canada moves closer to the next federal election, the political landscape is taking shape. Based on the latest seat projections and polling averages from the CBC News Poll Tracker as of April 7th, 2025, here's a detailed look at where the major parties stand nationally and across key regions. Nationally, the Liberal Party is sitting comfortably in first place, commanding 43.9% of the popular support. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's party appears to be holding its ground as the preferred choice for Canadians, at least for now. Meanwhile, the Conservatives are trailing, but not far behind, at 37.2%, still very much within striking distance should the momentum shift. The New Democratic Party finds itself in third place with 8.6%, a respectable figure, but one that suggests they may need to work harder to capture the public's imagination during the critical campaign period. The Bloc Québécois stands strong with 5.2% nationally, a number that masks their true strength, which is concentrated entirely in Quebec. The Green Party holds 2.5%, the People's Party of Canada is at 2%, and other smaller parties collectively account for 0.7%. Now, let's zoom into the regional breakdowns. Starting in British Columbia, it's a tight race on the West Coast. The Liberals are narrowly ahead at 42.9%, but the Conservatives are breathing down their necks at 37.9%. The NDP, traditionally strong in BC, stands at 12.8%, and the Greens, despite their environmental legacy, are polling at 4.2%. Minor parties round out the field, but with numbers too small to make a major impact for now. In Alberta, the picture is much clearer and much redder. The Conservatives dominate with a commanding 55.9%, reinforcing their reputation as Alberta's political powerhouse. The Liberals manage a distant 30.3%, while the NDP captures just 9.2%. Green and PPC support remain minimal, but Alberta remains a critical resource base and stronghold for Conservative ambitions. Moving into the prairies, Saskatchewan and Manitoba, we see a similar trend. The Conservatives lead with 47.7%, but interestingly, the Liberals are relatively competitive at 33.4%. The NDP, historically strong in urban pockets like Winnipeg, sits at 13.5%, a number that could make a difference in select ridings. The Greens and PPC continue to poll under 3%, unlikely to influence many seats directly. Ontario, Canada's electoral giant, is shaping up to be a Liberal fortress, at least for now. The Liberals are flying high with 48.7% support, a massive lead over the Conservatives, who sit at 37.9%. The NDP struggles with just 8.3%, and the Greens and PPC hover at just above 2%. With so many seats up for grabs in Ontario, this Liberal advantage could be decisive come election night. In Quebec, the picture is more nuanced and politically fascinating. The Liberals lead the pack with 43.3%, but the Conservatives are not far behind at 23.1%, almost neck and neck with the Bloc Québécois at 22.6%. This three-way split could create unpredictable results, especially in rural and suburban regions outside Montreal. The NDP, Greens, and PPC all have marginal support, but could influence tight ridings. And finally, Atlantic Canada, a traditional Liberal stronghold, and the latest numbers reflect that story once again. The Liberals are commanding a staggering 55.6% support across the region. The Conservatives trail at 32.5%, while the NDP sits at 7.2%. With few competitive Conservative ridings in the Atlantic, the Liberals are well positioned to sweep once more. National seat projection overview. At the national level, the Liberal Party remains firmly in the driver's seat. They are currently projected to win between 185 and 219 seats, keeping them on track for a clear majority government if these numbers hold. The Conservatives find themselves well behind, projected to secure between 105 and 129 seats. Strong regional support, particularly in the West, underpins their numbers. but nationally, they have significant ground to make up. The New Democratic Party, once the balance of power in minority parliaments, faces a tough road ahead. With only 1 to 11 seats projected, the NDP's voice in the next parliament could be significantly diminished unless they can mobilize new support quickly. The Bloc Québécois remains a powerful regional player. They are expected to secure between 13 and 21 seats, almost entirely within Quebec, once again showing the enduring strength of nationalist sentiment in La Belle Province. As for the Greens, they are projected to hold between 0 and 2 seats, fighting to maintain a toehold in Parliament. And despite vocal grassroots campaigns, the People's Party and other minor parties are not projected to win any seats at this time. Now let's break it down, province by province, region by region. British Columbia remains a province in flux. The Liberals are on pace to capture 22 to 27 seats, building a formidable base, especially in the Lower Mainland. The Conservatives are competitive too, projected to win 15 to 19 seats, bolstered by strong performances in the interior and northern ridings. The NDP, once dominant on Vancouver Island and in parts of Metro Vancouver, now risks winning only 0 to 2 seats. A significant erosion. The Greens are clinging to hope in traditional strongholds like Saanich Gulf Islands, possibly capturing 1 seat, but it will be a fight to the finish. No seats are expected for the PPC or other parties in British Columbia. In Alberta, the story remains consistent. Conservative blue dominates the political map. The Conservatives are projected to sweep between 25 and 29 seats, maintaining their fortress across Calgary, Edmonton's outskirts, and rural Alberta. But the Liberals are showing surprising resilience, projected to win between 7 and 11 seats, particularly within the cities. It's a strong performance for them in a province where the Liberal brand has traditionally struggled. The NDP is fighting to retain 1 seat, a difficult task amid Conservative dominance. The Greens, PPC, and other parties are not projected to win any seats here. In the prairies, it's another Conservative stronghold. Across Saskatchewan and Manitoba, the Conservatives are projected to capture between 17 and 19 seats, maintaining firm control in rural areas and mid-sized cities. The Liberals, however, remain competitive, projected to secure 7 to 10 seats, primarily in Winnipeg, and a few urban pockets. The NDP could pick up to 3 seats, though these would be hard-fought, riding-by-riding battles. Again, no seats are expected for the Greens, PPC, or others in this region. Ontario is the crown jewel of Canadian politics, and this year it is looking very red. The Liberals are poised for a commanding victory, projected to win between 78 and 89 seats. Their dominance in the GTA, Greater Toronto Area, continues to be the backbone of their national success. The Conservatives remain competitive in outer suburbs and rural ridings, projected to pick up 32 to 41 seats. But unless they make significant gains in Toronto proper and surrounding regions, the path to power looks steep. The NDP could take up to 3 seats, likely from progressive-leaning areas such as downtown Toronto or Hamilton. The Greens could win 1 seat, though it remains a long shot. Once again, no seats are expected for the PPC in Ontario. Quebec presents a complex battlefield. The Liberals lead the pack, projected to win between 43 and 51 seats, particularly dominating in and around Montreal and key Francophone regions. The Bloc Québécois remains a major force, expected to take 13 to 21 seats, holding strong among sovereigntist voters outside the urban centers. The Conservatives, while making efforts to break through, are only projected at 12 to 14 seats, an uphill climb in a province where bilingualism and regionalism play large roles. The NDP could possibly win 1 or 2 seats, but their once strong orange wave seems a distant memory. No seats are currently projected for the Greens or the PPC in Quebec. Atlantic Canada, finally the East Coast, where the tide remains firmly red. The Liberals are projected to win a dominant 25 to 28 seats, maintaining strongholds in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador. The Conservatives are looking at a modest 4 to 7 seats, primarily in more conservative-leaning parts of New Brunswick. The NDP, Greens, PPC, and other parties are currently not projected to win any seats across Atlantic Canada, with the Liberals holding a strong lead, but the Conservatives remaining competitive and other parties fighting for influence. The road to Election Day promises to be unpredictable. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a critical update on Canada's 2025 election race.